Hello.
Hello.
And welcome
to the Bus Factor.
It's where the factorious
Oh, we should probably change the... Oh, so you straight away just change some stuff. All right.
Oh, I changed stuff or you did?
You did.
Oh, yeah, no, I changed the volume. It was real loud in my ears. We're at a different location this time. You may be able to see the camera is pointing at a different intersection.
So hello to any Kiwicon people. Wave at us if you see.
Yeah. Or if you have any friends who are going to be walking past, tell them to wave. And I think, given the quality of the camera, we don't really have any privacy issues. So that's a good thing, I guess.
Yeah, so our AI, I tried it before. It just can't even detect when a red light is happening.
Yeah. Because the angle's too, the
angle is way too steep. Though, in reality, I can just see perfectly clear when a red light is happening.
Yeah, as a human, you're just like, there's red lit up. The rest of them are black. That's clearly a
even out of the... Can you hear me through this?
Yeah. Through the headphones, yeah.
No, through... I've got...
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I've got my lanyard on.
Yeah, for those who were at Kiwicon, the badges. Interesting badges this year.
Interesting.
Okay. So
describe the badges.
Aviator sunglasses with a lanyard, and most people are doing the lanyard in the center of the aviator glasses.
So you don't lose them.
So you don't lose them, and then you put them on your face, and you look like a dipweed.
I have got so many weird looks.
Are you wearing it in public?
Yes.
Oh my god, I take my lanyard off when I'm in public. Oh my gosh. Don't worry, actually. I was going to share a story that would have been detrimental to... That'd be mean. Okay, before we start, we actually got some...
We've got a special show tonight.
Special show.
So it's Kiwicon, right?
Which means people are around. So we've got some very special guests on. But what I did want to say, before we bring any of the guests on, how many we're going to get? How many red light runners?
This is a new intersection for me.
And it also looks like... I think we're going to struggle to detect any just because we've been... engaging in the spoils of Kiwicon all day. I've been CTFing, so my brain's a bit frazzled.
I think we'll just have to
Also, this is the grossest, stickiest deck I've been on in a long time.
Yeah, I don't know why it's particularly sticky in that particular area. I have no idea why.
Did you spill beer there?
I have no idea why.
Okay, so you spilled shit here. That makes sense. Okay, how many do you reckon we're going to get? I reckon I'm going to go 2. Wait, there's no ABS here, right?
2.
There's no ABS here, right?
No ABS. Should we hide the ABS?
Oh, there technically is an ABS, but not for the buses.
Where's the ABS? Oh,
Look.
There is actually.
Okay, I'm going to say 2.
Yeah, that's a tricky situation.
All right, well, we're going to bring one of our guests on.
Is there an ABS down here? Oh, did you say that on air?
Yeah.
His name?
No. What? No, what? I didn't say anything on air.
All right. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Who is the guest?
We've got person number 1.
Guy number one.
Guy number 1.
Jesus Christ. Okay, I'm going to hand over, and hopefully, guy number 1 and Hugh shall have some news for us. Let's see how it goes.
Oh, do I have to take the headphones back again?
This is guy number 1 here. So I'm representing Untitled, the security podcast, the world's best and most recognized security podcast. In fact, I believe we're the inspiration for the Bus Factor. Is that true?
No, that is not.
I'm still going to take credit for that. Personally,
you cannot.
Oh, look, a bus.
So this is
what's it doing? Is it going to run a red light?
He is actually edging over. So
looking at buses in a serious way, aside from through the webs,
He's edging.
Oh,
he's not going to
turn green. That fucking sucks.
He's more like, I'm just going to cut in front of this car.
Is there a code of conduct for this podcast? What
we are on
you've listened
Apple,
to Untitled.
We're not allowed to talk about sexual things, I think, and that's about it.
Right. Okay, so not like Untitled, but sure.
Yeah. Apart from that,
I love that song.
Oh, now I get to listen to myself. It's
shit.
super weird.
No, we never did that. We didn't want to hear ourselves, and we just worried about it after. Well, we didn't even worry about it. We never listened to it.
I have half a millisecond delay. It's so weird.
Yeah, it's really weird. You find yourself struggling to complete sentences because it's real bad, dude. So can you tell me about the setup here? You're using OpenCL or something?
So
what do you do?
All our listeners know about it at the moment. But
I
yeah,
listened to like one episode, and the second episode, you didn't talk very much about buses, and I got pissed off.
buses.
Yeah, buses.
So our setup is we have OBS
You got obs, yeah?
with a shitty webcam. Do not touch the laptop.
Yeah, I've had that warning. So is this a Logitech QuickCam or a Microsoft camera? What are we looking at here? I'm very interested in the tech.
I think it's a Microsoft HD.
HD
Open
Life Pro or something?
Life Pro, yeah,
Life Pro.
Life
Yeah,
Pro.
that's very cool.
Then out the side we've got something that we use for Ethernet back home.
Yep.
On the other side we've got a Focusrite that's doing all our audio.
Oh shit! If you wanted Ethernet, I could have done that.
Sick.
All right.
I should just tweet. We are live.
Oh, don't tell them.
Stephen would not let me do this on air. So tell me about yourself.
So my name's Guy Number One. I have a PhD. You can call me Dr. Guy Number One if you'd like. And my PhD is in cybercrime. So I have a PhD of cybercrime. I've been criming since I was a child. And I'd say the thing that I'm most passionate about is committing crimes in as many countries as possible. Some of my first crimes were, you start out small as you do. Murdering, people.
Wow, this got
things.
serious.
No, well, it's fine. They had it coming. I'm really just trying to fill some silence here while you play with your phone. What's the situation? What's going on with your phone? I'm very interested.
I was tweeting out saying we're live.
Are we live now?
Are you watching for buses running red lights? Because
how do I tell if a bus is running red light?
So can you see the red light?
I can see the red light quite well. Actually, I can see it a lot better now that the sun's gone down a little bit. This is very clear.
So if you see a bus go through the intersection while it's red,
and I understand this happens quite a bit here.
Yeah. When that happens. So now, if you see a bus red, bus.
That's what red looks like. Cool. We have that as well. So I'm actually from the former Soviet Union. We used to broadcast from a ex Soviet Union bunker in Auschwitz. And, we would discuss security topics.
For real?
I don't know what we're talking about.
We're talking about InfoSec stuff. So
why are we talking? What?
How about we talk about...
Oh, yeah.
Have you been to Kiwicon today?
I went to Kiwicon today. There was one of my favorite actors speaking, Bruce Schneider. I really thought he was great in The Carrot and The Hot Girl.
Yep.
Now, I don't know if any of you have met or have seen Bruce Schneider. He's about 4 foot tall. Now, this is actually, yes, he's 4 foot tall, but I'm going to get into an actual story. I know I've been going on about murdering people as a prank and shit. That wasn't true, but I did meet Rob Schneider, Bruce Schneider at a conference back home. And he was about 4 foot tall. And when I saw him for the first time, he was wearing a beret and Apple socks, but his pants were real high, so you could see the socks and the logos and everything. And he was facing
Sounds
a
very
corner.
judgy of you.
Yeah, no, I am judgy about him. I wasn't then. I was kind of like, oh shit, it's Bruce Schneider. I'm kind of psyched to talk to him. So I went to talk to him, and he looked at me, saw that I was speaking to him, and then turned to face the wall and did this until I walked away. And I thought maybe he just doesn't like me. Then what happened was he went on stage, he spoke, and he was a very good speaker. But sort of afterwards, you realize he hadn't said anything. There was no information there. He was just very good at speaking.
I'm going to hold you back here.
Yeah. Well, what's happening over there? Is this normal?
We can't hear this on the microphone.
Oh.
Some howdy Christians are walking past.
All right. They do that a lot?
They just walk past and then they're walking back.
Hmm.
What I'm going to ask you, do you have any news in the last week?
So I do have some InfoSec news. So there was a talk today where someone gave a failed... Actually, it was the first time I'd seen someone fail a demo that they had pre-recorded. The video just started looping before they could get to the money shot.
That one.
That was really bad. But what this person was dropping was actually a default configured AD domain, like any regular AD joined machine,
Yep.
to DC. That was a hell of a fucking bug.
So this was
he completely
Mubix's talk,
botched.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so just default, if you could join an AD, you could basically get...
No, yeah, if you had the right to join an AD, so if you're a regular user, you can join, 5 machines or 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can join a certain number of machines. I think it's 5.
Yeah.
So if you could join a machine to a domain, you could say, oh yeah, I'm joining it. By the way, I'm a DC.
Yeah.
The fuck is that?
I know, right? I was just like, oh, shit.
Like, I have engagements. I'm going to go home.
I
I'm going to
actually
hack
did
computers.
training with him like the last couple of days, and like he kind of kept on hinting that he had something he wanted to talk about, but he like never mentioned it, and then like, boom, in his talk, I was like, that's what he wanted to
You're
talk
like,
about.
holy shit, that is some serious Ode. And the reception was basically nothing because it's demo botched. Like, no one got the point.
Yeah.
Honestly, the way he was speaking, I thought he was going to the point and saying, oh, did you know you can, with a regular user, join 5 machines to a domain by default? And I'm like, well, yes, I do know that. Everyone knows that. And then it's like, no. But at the same time, you can say, you're a DC now. The fuck?
I'm going to ask you a question as well.
Yeah.
Just because you're a guest.
All right.
How many buses do you think you will see run red lights here
3.
in the
100.
next length of this show? We might do a long show. I don't know.
Honestly, could you answer me this? How many buses am I likely to see? Can I do this as a ratio? Can you give me a sort of guesstimation of the number of total buses that I would see
how
at this
many
particular
buses-
intersection?
How many buses do you think we're going to see this week in the next like hour?
Because like I'm a regular listener to the show and watcher, but this is not the normal intersection. So, and I'm not from here, so I'm not really sure.
Yeah, like maybe 40, 50.
40, 50, 6.
You're going to say 6?
I would say 6.
6 are going to run red lights.
Yeah, 6 of the 40 or so. Yeah,
All right.
40, 50, 6. I
What
think
do you
6 is a good
say,
number.
Stephen? Stephen said 2.
2.
And what did I say? I didn't answer.
Well, when I watched the first episode of the show, I swear it
he's
was
now
like
giving me
50
shit.
fucking
Like,
percent
fuck,
of the buses
he's
were running red
yelling
lights.
at me. Oh my god! Like, why is he yelling at me?
Who's yelling at you?
Stephen,
Why would he do that?
can you not hear me?
Why would he yell at
Him,
you?
I mean.
Oh, I wasn't listening to you.
Oh,
I was
'cause-
listening to you. You're so,
So
pretty.
at the start of every show, we always start with like how many buses we think are going to run.
Right.
He reckons 2. You reckon 6. I reckon. Oh, that wind burst.
So there's a reason I don't catch a lot of episodes of the show. Back home, this broadcast is about noon.
5.
It shows up at about 12 noon, lunchtime, right?
Oh yeah, because you're in Western Australia, right?
Yeah, and I try to watch
Person
it.
number 1.
And my co-worker, Mike Loss, he chucks a fit. He doesn't like the show. He won't let me watch it at full volume in the office. He's like, put on headphones. I'm not going to do that. He's not my mum.
All right. Anyway.
Yeah. What?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you want me to finish my Rob Schneider story?
I was just interested. What talks you were interested in Kiwicon?
All right. You're really into InfoSec, man. It's bizarre. I thought this was about
All
bugs.
right. Let's kill. Let's not talk
Let me
about.
finish my Rob
no,
Schneider
no, no.
story. Like,
Why don't we talk about buses? Have you caught a bus in your
I
life?
actually have caught a bus.
Tell me about the bus. Describe it. Describe it to me.
So I got on the bus. There were rows of seating. So when you get on the bus, the first thing you see is the driver of the bus in a cage, so that you cannot assault him with a bottle.
Yeah, in Perth they have fucking cages with the.
Well, your bus
drivers.
driver's not in cages.
No, they're actually starting to bring those cages in here. But like,
How do the
not
bus drivers
full
avoid
cages.
being assaulted by people with broken bottles?
We just don't have people assaulting people all the time.
Oh, that's weird. Do you have alcohol here?
Yes.
Huh. Are you saying that it's not alcohol?
What
that's
is
the
in your
problem?
hand at the moment?
I'm drinking pink gin and tonic.
I never knew gin wasn't alcohol.
Oh, well, no, I bought this in Australia. That's actually a lie. I
Oh.
bought it here.
You smuggled alcohol in?
Up to the duty free
Does
limits.
anyone of our listeners know our instant call line for customs?
I don't know it here. I
you don't
know some
know.
guys in
Alright.
customs in Australia. They're fucking awesome. They got the best shit.
So anyway, what was I saying? Jesus.
I think I was trying to talk about Rob Schneider. So anyway, he gave his talk.
Oh, you
And
were
it was very low on content. And then after the talk, I was like dealing because I was organizing the conference.
You were talking about buses.
He came up and he's like, I want my limo to go back to my hotel now.
You caught a
And-
bus.
And people tried to talk to him. He's just like turning around.
So tell me
Rob
about
Schneider's a
this
dick.
bus.
Oh yeah, so the bus was really cool. You walk into it. Oh shit. Does that count? Wait, which
No.
line? Wait, is that first line the line, or is the second line the line?
The first line is kind of the line. It's kind of
Okay,
weird.
this is very confusing.
So yeah, you caught
Yeah.
this bus. What happened on the bus? Tell me about this bus journey.
So you walk, you get on the bus. Now there are two slightly higher seats, one behind where the driver is and
Where
another on
did
the
you
other
sit?
side. Weirdly high. So I sat, if you walk past those higher seats, there's a couple that are like against the windows. They're oriented sort of so that you're facing each other into the center of the bus
yeah.
as you'd walk through. Now those are typically meant for disabled people, but I sat there
Yeah.
because it was comfortable and it's where I wanted to be. And I didn't see any disabled, so I figured it was fine.
Yeah. And what happened on your journey?
Well, I sat down. I watched a video, and I've been told I'm not allowed to talk about it. And then I got to my destination, and I got off the bus. But there was a very interesting thing on this particular bus. You told me to talk about one time, not generic buses, right?
You can talk about generic buses.
Well,
I
no.
guess.
So this one time I was on the bus. This bus had USB ports for charging. So, like, you could plug your USB phone plug into the holes and get like electricity to charge your phone. Do you have that here?
I don't believe we have it in Wellington. We have
Have
it
you
for
got a
like
bus?
intercity buses.
I don't know what that is.
It's when you go from one city to another
Do
city.
you not have planes?
We do. You have buses between cities.
I don't know that that's true.
It's for the poor people.
Ah, gross. As
but
a highly paid InfoSec consultant, I wouldn't know anything about that.
well, anyway, so you had a charger for your phone.
No, I didn't. I just saw the holes, the USB holes in the wall. Of
You
the
didn't
bus.
charge your phone.
No,
on it?
dear God, no. I'm not going to plug
Why
my
not?
Well, because I didn't trust the quality of the power source. A lot of people would be like,
Well,
wah. they're
double
gonna
deckers
use-
as well.
Oh, sick. Oh, that is very cool. Where's Johnsonville West?
Johnsonville West is.
So that's not a bus any sane person would get on. Is that correct?
A lot of people get on it. That's why it's a number one
Are
double
the people
decker.
that get on that bus poor? Is Johnsonville West a poor area?
No, not really.
No.
It's quite a rich area.
So why would a bus go there? Rich people have cars and chauffeurs. And...
Oh no, Wellington's well on its bus.
Oh, right. Wellington likes buses.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. So where I'm from, if you're not poor, you take the train because you can
Oh,
drive your
sorry.
car to the train station.
Someone else asked guest number one, person number one.
Person number one, guest number one, yes. Doctor guest number one.
Doctor guest number one. They don't have trains, and then that's what he was responding to.
I don't, what?
People,
What was the question?
People can't hear what
I'm saying. Oh.
No, what
What name do I use for you on this podcast?
reporter from the street.
So you could not hear a reporter on the streets. You need to get a really good omnidirectional microphone to capture all the background noise and anyone nearby.
We have thought of it, but it'll be really shit here.
On Untitled, we would have just done it.
No. Anyway, so what would you like to tell to the bus factor?
I would like to say that I approve of your buses. I understand you just swapped all of your electric buses for coal-burning buses. And as an Australian, I can say that coal
It's
is
not
good for
actually
humanity.
coal, it's diesel.
Diesel. Well,
But we do have one. You might see the one electric bus come past today.
You said it was a couple of months ago. They're no longer electric. There used to be like all this power shit everywhere.
Yeah, we used
Did
to
that all
have
get
trolley
torn out?
buses. So we had trolley buses. They
Okay.
decided we're going to get rid of the trolley buses
Yeah.
and go to diesel buses.
I'm going to say, as a visitor to Wellington, I really liked what you're calling the trolley buses. I liked those.
Yeah. So they got rid of all of them.
Was that a
because
popular decision?
Apparently it was too expensive, but it wasn't really. Someone sent an OAA official information request, and it occurred that it wasn't actually too expensive.
Hashtag real hacking dinner at Oak. Is this some sort of Wellington code words?
Oh my god, there are oaks like just down there. You can probably see them.
Oh, the trees.
Hello. No, like that corner building.
The body shop.
Wave to us. Someone from Oaks wave to us.
What's Oaks?
Hello.
Don't understand what I'm doing.
Do you see the bottom, like the corner, the square windows?
The one with the bookstore? The bookstore. I've been to the bookstore.
Above the bookstore.
Above the bookstore.
See where the bookstore sign is?
Yes.
And all the square windows next to it.
Yes.
All the way to the corner.
Yes.
And then all the way across.
Down there.
In there, in between those 2 points.
Yep.
Like underneath the milk thing.
So
Milk
this is
ad.
Oaks. I thought this was like Cuba Street.
Underneath the milk thing, there's
Yeah.
like a restaurant.
Ah, okay, cool. And that's Oaks.
Yes.
Okay.
I think it even says the Oaks. Yes, it does. In
All right.
the green.
So it's like the Oaks on Cuba. Is that
I-
what you would say?
Yes. You just
Okay.
call it the Oaks.
The Oaks.
But yeah.
And is that
I'm
a
not
bar?
sure from this angle you can kind of see them, but because you just
Yeah. So what is your opinion on bikes?
can you see us?
Who said that?
NZ Carrot. Can
Yeah.
you see us?
Yeah,
Hello.
I don't see where that was said.
We've been waving. You can see it like up there. We have like a hash.
Hashtag real hacking dinner.
Yeah. Anyway,
So why don't you tell me a little bit about yourself? Who the fuck are you?
I'm.
And where are we?
I'm the co-star of The Bus Factor.
Right. And is this the world's best podcast about buses?
It's the world's first and only premier infosec in bus live streams
Is that actually true?
podcast.
Are there other bus themed podcasts? Like
You can take a lot of those words out, and it's still true. I like just a lot of it out. I think we're
Is buses real?
I think we're the only bus and infosec podcast in the world.
Right. Oh, do you ever talk about bikes?
We also live stream. Like this is live.
This is live going out to 4 viewers.
How do you know? You're not meant to say. Oh well, that's like.
Am I not
really
supposed to
rude.
say that?
Yeah, you're not meant to say that.
4,000 viewers, and it's going up by the second. Our advertisers would be very happy. Are we allowed to mention the king?
Which king?
The king of this building.
Oh, like people can work it out from this.
Well,
So,
but I
yeah,
can mention
sure.
that we are broadcasting live from the penthouse at the Burger King.
Yep. That is where we are.
Burger King penthouse brought to you by Untitled.
Yeah.
Yeah, sick. Honestly, this is like I never thought I would be in a penthouse above a Burger King, and I'm very fucking happy.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So what do you think about InfoSec? Did you
What-
see anything cool? You asked me, you're berating me about like, hey, what do you think about
Raising
InfoSec?
you.
Yeah, like you wouldn't stop going. What do you think about InfoSec?
I think infosec is good. It's a up and coming industry, and like a lot of people take it seriously.
Did you know it's the only growth area in IT at the moment? Jobs are going down in every other portion of IT aside from security.
Are you sure about that?
100% yes.
In Australia or everywhere?
Worldwide. In my previous job, I had to produce
Your-
marketing briefs.
In your previous job? at
In
the
my previous
university?
at a university, yes.
Yeah.
In my previous job at a university, I had to produce briefs and marketing that would be advertised to students both in Australia, the Soviet Union, and internationally. And yeah, worldwide, it is the only growth area. It's also the highest median wage role in IT.
Yeah.
It pays more than everything else, and it's the only thing that there's more of. Everyone else is crashing.
Oh wow. That's
Yeah.
kind of interesting.
We won. Suck it.
So you know what? What
Yeah.
do we have?
Are we still
we're like-
broadcasting? Like-
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So we do have some news.
Let me have a
but
look here real quick. Yeah, we good.
Do you want to do some news?
Oh, do we have the
quickly?
news?
We've got some like bus news. I can just like
If
briefly
you want to do
mention
that,
you.
I'll fire up my thing, and I'll look for security news if you want to talk about buses.
So we had like
Let me just pull up my phone here.
some people that tried to cross a vehicle-only bridge in Russia
Oh,
by
Oh,
getting
humans.
a cardboard cutout of buses and 8 people walking underneath it to
Did-
make it look like they're a vehicle.
did it work?
Why do you ask me that?
Because you seem to know. Did they make it across the bridge?
I'm reading the headline.
Look, to be honest, that's further. I normally just read the URL and base all my knowledge off
Yeah,
that.
so it might have worked. I don't know. But yeah, our next story is kind of interesting. So we have some people that were doing a podcast. I know about podcasts.
About
buses.
Oh, shit.
I know about podcasts with buses. They were living in a bus in New Zealand.
Living in a bus.
Living in a bus.
Now, does this mean they were paying a lot of money onto their Snapper cards, which I've learned is a thing recently?
No, so they like bought a bus.
They stole
or
a
like
bus.
bought, well, yeah, maybe. But they finally stopped doing that. So now they're selling the bus. And it's up for sale.
Now, is this bus being sold at an inflated price because of the crazy following they have as a bus podcast?
Probably.
They're not going to sell it. No one is going to buy that.
Our
trash
next story, up in Pukekohe. Do you know where Pukekohe is?
No, I've been to Lower Hutt and Upper Hutt. Also Picton.
Both of those are nowhere near Pukekohe.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a bus stop
I went to
that
Queenstown.
has a drain that's a danger to elderly citizens in the street. Like, so if you're walking in the road, there's a drain by the bus stop
Sure.
that you could like trip over.
Yeah.
But if you're walking on the footpath,
You're all good?
it's fine.
Okay. How many people died in this incident?
I think none.
No.
Otherwise, the news story would be quite different. These are all news stories given from our reporter on the street.
Reporter on the street.
Literally like half an hour ago.
These are very good stories.
Do you have some
No, I'm still
infosec news?
scrolling through. There's a lot of people saying very racist things on the internet. I'm trying to find the security news.
Have been told that there is infosec news by other people in the building.
Do they have anything that they could tell us about it? Antivirus is bad.
We already know that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
What we could do, shall we switch to some
Yeah,
other
let's switch
people?
out. I'll read about news and try and find something.
Yeah?
All right.
Fair enough. Shall we get someone
guest
else?
number 4. Can we? Can we jump in guest number 4? Or do you want to do someone else?
I don't know.
Yeah. Put your laptop down.
Yeah,
and keep
we're
your beer.
changing guests. We're
Keep your
changing
beer.
guests.
Do you want to talk about bikes?
I can talk about bikes.
Oh shit! What bike do you own?
What bike do I own currently? Or?
Yeah. What is your bike? What is your most recent bike?
I've got a couple of bikes.
Oh,
Which
legit?
bike do you want to? Like motorbikes or?
Oh no,
push
good
or-
bikes like pedals and
pedals.
like road bikes.
Yeah, I've got a couple of bikes.
Oh shit! Legit,
Yeah.
dude. We should talk about this,
Well,
but not now. Later.
We'll do it
This guy's
offline.
here now.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
This is nice. We're out on the balcony. It's very intimate.
So you're guest number 4.
That is correct.
Tell me about yourself.
I occasionally break computers. I like planes. I fly planes that don't have engines. Quite fun.
So gliders.
They're gliders, yes.
Why'd you call them planes?
Yes. Because
People
They're a
can't see your
subset.
shrugs.
it's a subset.
If you shrug, like, no one can see
Yeah,
it.
I just realized that.
Yeah.
yeah. It's a
You have to emote through the
Yeah.
microphone.
Through emote through voice. Yes. Gliders are a subset of planes. Let's be honest here.
All right. Yeah, fair enough. They're a fixed wing device that flies through the air.
Yes. I think they're cool.
How did you get into gliding?
I got taken to a gliding club as a kid and decided I wanted to do that.
Do you know I have an amazing photo of me with a photo of a glider that looks like it's coming out of my ear?
I don't believe that that's true.
You don't?
No.
I'll show you later if
Yeah.
I can find it.
Sounds
But
very bizarre.
I was at a gliding club supervising some kids doing some gliding. And
Oh, cool.
Someone was gliding up in the air
Yeah.
and I was sitting on the ground. Someone took a photo of me at the time that a glider was flying past and it looked like the glider was just flying out of my ear.
It's fun. Cool. Have you been in a glider?
Yes,
It's cool.
many times.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Awesome. You're a pilot?
You don't know my history, do you?
No, I've
yeah.
known very little about you. This is very intriguing.
Yes, I have flown planes and pilots and
Yeah.
planes and gliders and aeroplanes and
Ah,
helicopters and aerobatics and like
this is very cool.
quite a lot of aero things.
I'm very intrigued. I'm glad that I'm learning this about you. This is very fun.
That's all you're learning.
Oh, fine. All right.
No, maybe. I don't know. I just realized Oaks looks like really weird from this angle. It's got like a weird like inner thing that goes up. So this building.
You're doing a really good job of emoting through voice here with your hands.
Wow, someone's being a bit sassy. So guess number 4. What can you tell me about yourself with InfoSec? How'd you enjoy KiwiCon?
KiwiCon is great. I thoroughly enjoyed the opening. It was very exciting. Pyrotechnics.
Yeah, there are pyrotechnics.
I've not been at another con that's had pyrotechnics.
I think KiwiCon's my only con that has pyrotechnics.
Yeah. It's also the largest con by far that I've been to. I think it's got 2,000 attendees.
It's quite big. I think every other conference I've been to in the Australasia area is like 200 people.
Yeah, pretty much. So
2,000 is
close to an order of magnitude bigger than anything I've ever been to.
Quite
a lot of nerds everywhere.
Quite exactly a definition of order of magnitude more.
I try to be accurate with that. I'm not sure if I am.
Close to it's literally like from 200 to
because I'm hedging my bets. Yeah, I could be wrong, and that's not acceptable.
How many buses do you think are going to run this red light? Can you see the red light?
I can see the red light. It's now green.
Well, it's now green. Yeah.
Yeah.
How many buses do you think are going to run?
5.
5, you reckon?
100.
500. No, 500 is too much.
Is that unreasonable?
Yeah.
There's one coming.
Oh, there is.
This one's...
and it's red.
It's stopping. That's a bit weird.
Ooh.
People are getting on it.
There's a bus stop. It's not actually that weird.
Yeah, but... Oh, that's exciting. I don't think the
reporter
podcast
from
can
the
hear
street.
that.
Yeah, reporter from the street is going to catch a bus. And apparently that is weird. Why is that weird for someone to catch a bus?
I said it's exciting.
Risking their life, sure, but like it's pretty normal. It's common practice here in Wellington. So
kind of hard.
What do you think about KiwiCon this year? Like,
this is the first KiwiCon I've been to.
What was your favorite talk?
Favorite talk?
Go on.
I would have to say it's going to be a close battle between the talk on VM Protect, cloning VM Protect. That was very interesting. Reverse engineering is an interest of mine. I'm not very good at it, but it's quite cool. And I'd have to say, between that and Al Hazard's talk on symbolic execution.
I saw that.
Ethereum. That was
quite good.
I'd say the Ethereum symbolic execution talk is probably my favorite. The speaker understood the correct balance between comedy and content that I like to have in any con talk, which is about 50-50.
Yeah.
That was very fun.
So what would you recommend to people trying to get into the InfoSec industry?
Into the industry? Going to uni is good. But in addition to that, you should engage with the community. You know, make yourself stand out above other graduates. That's what I would say.
Because you were at uni, right?
I have been to uni.
Yeah, you studied in... That's kind of what you did.
I studied computer and network security.
How did you get into security?
How did I get into... as in the uni degree or into the industry?
The industry.
I studied computer and network security at uni. I then did an honours. I thought about doing a PhD. Doing honours changed my mind. I decided I didn't want to do that. During the course of my honours, I was going to a lot of community events, networking, getting my name out. And through that, I picked up enough contacts to the point where I made it clear that I was interested in getting a job.
Yep.
And that happened.
Nice.
That's a quick summary.
That's pretty good.
I'm very lucky.
Do you have any bus stories?
Bus stories? Ooh. I think buses are quite useful.
Have you caught a bus
I
at
have.
all in your life?
I have caught a
What
bus.
is the most
a handful of
memorable
times.
story of catching a bus?
I once saw a guy get refused entry onto a bus. He was trying to use a library card to get on the bus.
Did he get on after he started paying money, or like just that was
No,
it?
he was told that he would not be allowed on the bus, and then he left.
All right.
There you go.
Wow, you have an exciting bus life.
I have a very exciting bus life.
Have you caught like one bus in your life, and that was it?
I would say I've not caught many. It's more than one.
But that was close to your only bus ride.
I'd say I've caught a handful of buses.
Wow.
I usually catch the train.
I don't know
Yeah.
what we have you on there. Do you want to
Well-
join the Train Factor? There's actually a.
Is there a train factor?
Yeah, there
Is there a
Train
plane factor podcast? Can there be one?
There
I
could
would
be.
I would be on that.
Yeah,
I'd love to be on
We
that.
we thought of running a plane factor.
Could we be on that? Because I understand you like planes as well.
Yeah, it's kind of a bit interesting because most people on planes, they don't like you having a lot of electronics talking about how planes are going and whatnot while the planes are in
I
the
don't
air.
see why there could be any possible problem.
Yeah, I've tried it. They just don't like it.
I respect you for trying that, but
Yeah. Anyway, should
right.
we get a new listener?
we'll
Hello.
drag someone out here.
Who wants to talk? Right. So we're getting
Guy number
Oh.
one.
well, we're getting SS back on.
Yeah. There you go.
That's you.
Okay, goodbye,
Yeah.
audience. It's been fun.
Thank you, Jack.
Hello. And
JT.
then
Oh, fuck. Thank you, guys, number 4. We'll cut that out. Sorry.
And then
now
we're-
we're getting on guy number 2. Okay. So I'm not gonna lie. I actually haven't been listening to what's been talked about for the last hour or half an hour.
Look, I've been listening.
Hold the mic properly, you.
I don't have what.
Yeah.
You know that microphones are designed to like capture audio.
They
and
have a directional pickup pattern, so that's why you want to. It's like it's a
but
gun
you know
shooting
that
into
these
the.
types of microphones should be omnidirectional, right? That's why they are.
No, these are. We specifically got these for their pickup
Why
pattern.
would you waste your money on like a directional pickup microphone when you could just get an omnidirectional microphone?
Because
and
our
then have
entire
one
office,
microphone for everybody.
our
in the
entire office just sounds like rumbly buses 24/7. So we wanted to be like, cut that shit out.
Sorry, did you forget the name of your show?
No, the bus factor. What?
So why wouldn't you want rumbly bus noises?
Oh wow. Okay. What we're gonna do is buy a condenser and hang it out the window, and then so when we get the mixing board, we're gonna have like four channels, and we'll have like just a duct condenser that goes out.
Okay.
Yeah. No, believe me,
like-
this is on the list to buy. Get that sweet
So,
pickup.
Are you gonna have a real sound engineer to fix this? For
We have me who I play with it.
A
and
real sound engineer.
Yeah.
Like,
well, we're not gonna have that.
that's fine.
The mic's getting further away from your mic. mouth
That's
as you-
because I'm turning my head,
Okay.
and you know.
Yeah. Okay. You're bad at.
Sorry.
microphones.
Let me just like.
Just suck it like it's a robot dick.
You know, guy number 1 was
Mhm.
just making fun of me for robot dick,
and
and
affects millions of Australians every year.
it does. It does.
Did you know you can't smoke nicotine in vape fluid in Australia? I fucked that up a little bit, but you get the
I
idea.
am aware that yes, you cannot purchase e-liquid with nicotine inside it in
Doesn't
Australia.
that just defeat the point of it?
Well, yes, there's a lot of talk about the legality of the like nicotine e-liquids,
Mhm.
and there's also legislation preventing you from buying that stuff. However, if you go into a pharmacy and you buy specifically Nicorette branded things, you
Mhm.
can purchase like Nicorette only vaporizer, single use type things.
Ugh,
So
Weird.
there's kind of like a protectionist thing going on there.
Yeah, because you guys have a pretty big smoking lobby.
There is a huge smoking lobby, yes.
Yeah.
And there's also a huge anti-smoking lobby, which, Australia is pretty heavy on doing things to try and reduce harm.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to smoking.
Yep.
But we should probably talk about buses,
Oh, yeah, true.
not
Or InfoSec.
or
So
InfoSec.
we
I
can.
guess.
The easy one we could talk about is KiwiCon.
Oh, yes. That's a conference that's happening right now, I believe.
I think it's like done for the day, but yes.
Potentially. There might be movies on.
Oh yeah,
but,
that's true. Yeah, KiwiCon at the movies.
Some
There-
interesting content today.
PurpleCon was on as well.
PurpleCon was yesterday as well in this fine sunny city of
Did
Wellington.
you attend?
I did. It was quite interesting.
How do you find it?
To see a less red mix of content at a conference.
Red meaning like red team, not communists.
Yes, like attacking
Yeah,
content.
clearly they were all communists.
Well,
but that's
clearly.
irrelevant. So.
I think that's a different conference though, but yes.
Mm-hmm.
It was quite interesting. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't go to it because I thought it'd be a bit rude of me to go to it because I don't think I'd get much out of it. Bus
Well,
just
I
went
got a
through
lot
a
out
red
of it.
light. I just saw a bus go through a red light.
We've got our first on the board for today.
Yeah.
And that's pretty far into the show. Usually you've got a bus running a red light much earlier.
Yeah. So the reason I picked so low is because I just knew Hugh and Chronic Day were way too drunk to be able to look at buses. I was like, they're gonna nothing the entire time they're on. They're gonna not have any buses go through red
Look,
lights.
I was watching the stream to see if there was any offending buses. I didn't notice any, but
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that one was. We can check in the replay. Unfortunately, the AI is not running today because it's a different angle and it's not so good.
And
but
time to reconfigure and retrain is painful.
oh yeah, I mean, if we wanted to retrain it, like to reconfigure, it's not actually bad. Like it's like set and forget. It just it doesn't handle this particular angle. It's like buses.
and
I don't know what that is. Red lights.
Have you got
no.
a project open to optimize your AI a little bit and kind of handle things
Well,
a little bit
it's-
more robustly?
It's
or-
on GitHub.
Okay,
So
so people can contribute
people
if they
can.
want.
GitHub.com/THEBUSFACTOR. That's the bus factor. /P11. Did something
Yes, there
happen?
was a
What does that
bus.
mean? A bus went through a red light. Yeah. Yeah, you weren't looking. Yeah, go and look on the stream. It was on the stream. Yeah, well, if you had seen the bus.
If you're actually watching.
Yeah, if you're actually watching, you fuck. Jesus. That was Hugh, by the way, if anyone was wondering. Hare Krishna.
You may not be able to
Hare
hear this,
Krishna.
listeners. I'm going to
They definitely
point the
can't.
microphone, but there are some people dancing and singing, as you can see on stream.
Nah, it doesn't pick up at all.
Nothing.
Hare Krishna,
Maybe if you had a better microphone.
Hare Krishna. We have a microphone specifically designed to not pick up noise like that.
But sometimes you want that noise.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the condenser mic is for. But we don't have it yet, so you know how it is. You know how it is. Okay, so any good talks at PurpleCon you want to mention?
Yes. Mike Loss's talk was really, really great.
What was it about?
He was talking about how to make life for a pen tester really, really hard. And
I don't like this talk. Stop.
No.
Don't tell me.
this is why I'm telling you, you should have been there because he teamed up with I forget who, a person on Twitter,
Mhm.
and that person worked as a blue teamer and was providing the blue teamers view of like, okay, how hard would it be to implement this like countermeasure
Mhm.
on a scale of like 1 to 5?
Because
And
he's
then-
red, yeah.
And then Mike was providing input on like, okay, and how much would that, make my day suck?
Yeah.
Because things like, rate limiting, LDAP requests, and dealing with some Kerberos configuration, and I forget what else because it was yesterday.
It's
and
technical,
it's
yeah,
a long
yeah.
day.
Yep.
But
But there was a bunch
the
of stuff. which is
PurpleCon
fun.
content, I believe, is going to be published,
Mhm.
and you should definitely check out his talk.
It was all recorded as well.
Yes, that's my understanding.
Yeah, we were actually just saying before we came on the show that Mike Loss is like really fucking good at Windows shit.
He's really good at computers. Yes.
For those who haven't read it, there's a post on the Asterisk like little blog lab thing that he talks about. It's called like NTLM relaying backflips or something, and it's really cool where he like basically pops one database that's that like talks to another one, executes a query that makes the other one talk back to a server, and then it relays that NTLM request back to the first database, which accepts it as like an SA equivalent command and gets you root on the database, and then you can do XP command shell and whatnot. And you just read it and you're like, damn, that's fancy. It's real good.
There's some smart people around, you know. It's
yeah,
it's
not
pretty
around
good.
me, but you know,
Well,
around.
I mean,
Yeah.
I didn't want to say, but
Yeah, myself included in the not smart people there, for anyone wondering. What about Kiwicon?
Kiwicon has been really, really interesting. Day one so far has been.
You're
some
talking
pretty-
to the microphone. You can't just
Oh, I'm sorry that I'm a human who likes to move my head around.
move
a
your
bit.
hand with it. Just,
Oh,
if you,
I'm sorry that I
just-
have to hold this in like a fixed position.
just
This
relative
is
to your
not very
face.
high quality for
Oh
your
my
guests,
gosh.
Okay, I feel as a guest on this show, I should be provided a little bit
We should like give you like a proper
more help. You know.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
geez.
I'm helping you by telling you you're failing. So
That's really mean. Unfortunately, Jess Frizzell was not able to.
is it Frizzell? Is it? I thought it was like Jess Frizzle.
Is it Frizzell? I don't know.
I have no idea. Jess,
Well,
Jess, the girl
we
who's
apologize.
really good at containers and stuff
and,
like that.
And I apologize if I have
Mm.
misread your last name.
Mhm.
She wasn't able to come and give her talk. She got stuck in the US, which apparently happened recently at a different conference as well.
44Con, someone said,
44Con,
yeah.
yeah.
I guess that's one of the dangers of being like high up in an organization. It's like
and
oh,
really good at your job.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, Azur's broken. Someone called Jessen. Oh, she's at a conference. I don't care.
Like
This
she's
is
gonna
worth
fix
millions
it.
of dollars. Yeah.
So shout out to you, Jess. Everyone here, I think, was thinking of you and is probably gonna fist bump you next time they see you.
Yeah.
But other talks today that I thought were really great.
How did you like the one about like Ethereum solidity contracts
which is the smart contracting.
from Ethereum?
Yes.
Yep. How did you feel about that talk?
It was okay. To be honest, I was sitting next to you doing a CTF, so I was only half paying attention.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Mhm.
It was interesting. I think the speaker probably had a little bit too much to drink directly before he went on stage.
Well, that's the thing is that alcohol comes on faster than 1 hour. If you're doing an hour-long talk, then you need a kind of alcohol.
And from what he said, he drank quite a lot of whiskey, about 3/4 of a bottle. So
That's too much. That's like
I don't
that's way
know
too much.
how. I don't know, how high functioning of an alcoholic that person is, but talking about like blockchains on that much booze, oof.
Yeah. To be fair, I feel like if you
The content was really technical as well, so I feel for him.
Yeah.
That would have been a struggle, especially when he got to his demos.
yeah, I wouldn't want to talk about blockchain while sober though. So
Well, no
There's
one wants
that.
to think about blockchain when they're sober because it just makes you sad, really, doesn't it?
yeah. Do you know anyone who has to deal with that shit?
Unfortunately, I do. Yeah, because
it sucks.
working on a product that has blockchain as part of the
Yeah,
thing.
but how much VC you getting out of that? Like just all the VC.
Not a lot, I get paid.
Really?
I get
No, not
paid
you, but
to
the
eat.
company.
Oh, look, I don't know. I assume someone's getting money.
Yeah.
It's not me.
Yeah, yeah. It's always how it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Someone's getting money, but ain't me.
Yeah,
Someone.
me, so
Yeah. Trying to think what other talks were there. Did you see Atticus's talk? That was good. That was good.
it was really good. Yeah.
I once again wasn't in there for it. To be honest, we went in to watch talks and the audio was real fucked at the start.
Unfortunately, on the wings, I don't think there was speakers pointing in that direction, and the acoustics in that hall were not.
Yeah,
They weren't bouncing sound around, so
yeah.
we
It wa-
we didn't really get to hear much of the opening.
Yeah.
Apart
So
from Metal Storm mumbling, and then when the crowd was laughing, we were
We're like-
trying to laugh along, but
yeah. It was actually, if you watched the crowd, you could see like everyone who could hear was like laughing and clapping, and everyone in the wings was just staring there blankly, being like, I wish I could have heard that joke. I mean, it was really funny. Supposedly he was a fascist. I didn't know he was a fascist.
Wow,
Cool.
that's Look, I'm even more upset now.
Yeah.
But these things happen.
They do happen, yeah. I mean,
Sound engineering is not easy.
yeah, well, here on the Bus Factor, just trying to hold the microphone properly. Well, I'm a human. I've got to look away and not move the microphone.
Sorry, but it's distracting. There's so many things to look at around here.
Yeah, it's like a pretty nice area, to be honest. Hannah's Footwear Factory. Yeah, why not? Apartments.
I feel
yeah.
like there's not as many buses today as there usually is, though.
We're a lot later than usual.
Oh, that's true. I guess the bus schedule kind of slows down in the evening.
Yeah, it definitely does. Wellington is not the largest city.
In
So,
InfoSec News,
you
though,
hear
this
that car?
week,
Yeah, you know,
I do hear it, but
it doesn't pick up on the mics at all.
Our audience does not.
Damn right, because we got them nice mics. Anyway, in InfoSec News, you hit the InfoSec News.
I'll give you one piece of InfoSec News.
I only
before,
found one, yeah.
There's 10 minutes left, so
Yeah.
maybe we can talk about it.
Yep.
There was that thing earlier this week with Google's cloud platform
Mhm,
and some hostile BGP routing, pushing all of their traffic for a few hours.
All of it?
Yeah, or a lot of it.
A lot of it,
Well,
yeah.
A significant amount. I don't know.
All of it. Some of it. A significant amount. I don't know.
Look,
I know.
it was one packet. I don't know. Look. Through China and then Russia and then on its way to Nigeria, apparently.
Yeah. Like,
that seems.
I thought I saw something with the Nigerian company saying, oh, this was a mistake. But honestly, like, I could imagine Russia or China being like, pop some Nigerian ISP and then set up a route that is going to go through, like it's going to transit your ISPs.
Why would you have so many layers of routing?
Yeah, like it's a weird route to take. I mean, I don't know. I don't actually know what the
I
routing
suppose
cables
if
look
you're
like.
a hostile attacker, routing through as many places as possible that could be perceived as legitimate threats to some places.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Maybe that's a good way to avoid being caught.
Yeah. Or at least
sure.
like throw some doubt around. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's kind of interesting. Every time this happens, they're like, "Oh, we should really fix route hijacking." That's
yeah,
like a
well,
problem.
that's it. I wonder when we're going to be looking at a solution to this. Like,
We have a solution. It's there's, like the thing. If you're on APNIC, you just tick the box that says like, "Oh, sign my shit, please." And yeah,
I'm not a networking person.
neither am I.
so-
I got old Finchy who tells me.
yeah.
If you in New Zealand, you just log into like APNIC and you tick the like.
Please don't hijack me.
Don't hijack me, bro. And it just is
Wow.
like, yeah, cool, done, bro.
So it's down to the level of a checkbox complexity, and
people just don't do it. It's pretty bad.
Look, it's hard. It's hard to log into services.
Yeah, and
passwords are in vaults, and
with
you gotta,
routing, you don't want to like if someone's like, oh, we want to make a change that could potentially bring down all of our traffic in New Zealand. You're like, no, thank you.
Yeah,
I don't want
well,
that.
People might get angry. If you can't access your cat videos,
Damn
and
right.
you can't order food online.
Can't complete your CTF.
How are you gonna catch a bus? If you can't refill your bus card, like it's gonna be really, really tough.
Damn right.
And people like the internet as
Damn
much
right they
as technologists might hate it, but other people like it.
Yeah, it's like that ironic thing. Yeah. You learn something and you hate it. Is that person filming the Bus Factor right now? Oh my gosh, they totally are.
Hello. We have an interactive audience member, and they're waving.
They're waving.
To us.
That's going to be on the camera.
This person has joined the Bus Factor podcast.
I can't actually see what it is. My eyesight is way too bad.
I can't recognize them from here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
What is the end of the? Oh, they could also not be the Bus Factor. They could have just be random
They're not
people.
wearing lanyards, so I don't know if they're actually attending Kiwicon.
So they might just be random people.
They could just be random people.
Yeah.
There's
that's,
more people like.
That's a Kiwicon person,
That's
right?
a Kiwicon person.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It looks like they're being asked like, why is this bus factor show happening?
Why is the bus factor happening? Good question. We don't know. Okay,
Do you know,
bus news.
Do you know what the other conference was in local Wellington news? That's happening at
The Opera House. No, I don't. We were there when we saw it together, and there was. Like,
that's
I don't know if
right.
it was a conference. There was just at lunch. There was a lot of people like at the Opera House. Yeah, I don't know what happened to it. With bus news, before we.
Oh,
'cause we got
bus news. Yes, there is some.
There was
bus
this
news.
hilarious video which I haven't put in the B-roll. Of this was in. I don't know. I want to say Africa. But
Okay.
could have been like Eastern Europe. It was somewhere that you don't think they have a lot of money. They had a bridge that was vehicle only, and
Oh,
so people had been
no.
protesting. People have been protesting a lot. So they weren't allowed vehicle only. They built a bus out of cardboard and got 8 people to like stand and like walk along carrying it along the bus,
Like
along the
Flintstone
bridge.
style.
Yeah,
almost.
Flintstone style.
Oh wow.
Except there were no wheels on it. It was like they were just walking with it on their
walking.
shoulders. Yeah. They were
Why
not
did they
happy.
build it out of cardboard for?
What would you build out
protection
of?
or something? I guess what's flying around.
Yeah. It's pretty funny anyway. Ha 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 ha.
Did they? I mean, presumably they would have had to walk to where they were going anyway.
Yeah, but it's just like it's like the people are protesting that you can't walk across this bridge. Like, there's just no way to get across the bridge.
Apparently, bus drivers in
Hamilton, I believe that one is. Yeah, that's in the Waikato. That's where I grew up for part of my life, at least.
Ooh, sounds fancy and
It's
interesting.
really not. It's a shithole. Look at that fancy
Shout
car
out
down there.
to Hamilton. Yeah.
Yeah, what a fancy car. I think in that fancy car, someone just threw rubbish out. Oh, no, he's not throwing rubbish. He's just, I don't know, can't tell.
That.
What a dick. Anyway.
What I've
So-
been meaning to ask, because I missed the episode where you introduced the ABS violations. What are they?
Advanced bicycle stop. See the little
okay.
green boys
I
down
see.
there?
Yep.
Yeah.
I see.
So in
So
the Waikato.
the bus drivers were refusing to accept payments because they're protesting.
Yep, it's a strike. It's a like
Why
it's
are they
kind of strike.
striking?
Low pay.
Oh, that's fair enough.
This has been going on like to be honest, like no bus driver is ever like, oh, I'm glad at the amount of money I get paid.
Yeah, well, you know,
They're fluctuating between currently protesting and not protesting, but they want to be. Like
it's really hard when you're doing industrial action. I know that the train drivers in Sydney were trying to do that, and the government told them, no, you're not allowed to strike and protest.
Yeah.
Which is pretty messed up.
government has pretty good protections here. There's a recent case where who was striking? It was the court people in court who aren't judges, aren't juries. They're just like they help out at court. I don't know.
Also, like scribes and like
Yeah, all of that kind of
administrative
stuff. Administrative staff. All the court administrative staff. They were striking. And the judges or whoever was involved tried to put a law through being like, you can't go on strike on short notice. If you want to go on strike, you have to give us heaps of notice before you do it.
Which
And it failed.
it's the whole it
Yeah.
seems like the whole purpose of a strike is to cause disruption and inconvenience at very short notice because
Someone's literally lighting a smoke next to us.
not very well. might
Yeah,
I add.
true. She's one smoke. She's only one smoke.
She
She's gonna nick herself.
she doesn't want anyone to talk about smoking because
okay.
someone
Okay.
someone who watches this stream is
Oh.
apparently gonna give a shit for it.
Okay.
so-
Okay.
Not that she's been identified, so how would you know? But
Anyway, moving back to the Waikato bus system.
okay, yeah, I think
Oh yeah.
it's super hard if you need to do some industrial action, right? Like,
Yeah. It's also kind of funny that
it's like the unions are regulated to do that.
Yeah.
How?
Well, they did it to negotiate, and
Yeah,
it's like
okay.
a final thing. What was I going to say? Yeah. Anyway, they were allowed to go on strike, and it's kind of funny. The defense was pretty much like, yeah, strikes are meant to be they're meant to be a problem.
Yes,
You're not
that's
meant to
the
be
whole
like
point.
you're not meant to be like a strike is happening in a week. I guess I will deal with that, and it won't be an issue. No, that's not how it works.
Well, do people go on strike parties? Do they go out like celebrating? Oh, it's like there's a strike. Let's go have a drink. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I've never been on strike. Never really had to. Well, what kind of time is
Oh,
it?
I figured out where that bus you were talking about was. It's in Russia.
Russia.
apparently.
Okay, so I was very wrong. I was
They were
very
attempting
wrong.
to cross the Golden Bridge.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so I said Africa or potentially Eastern Europe. It was Russia.
Very
Which,
Eastern
To
Europe.
be fair, it does make sense that it's not like the richest place, Russia, right?
Well, I mean, I assume they have some buses there.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. But
But-
it's not the richest place. They were being funny. Oh no, there's like a protest thing. They were annoyed that they couldn't walk across it, so they just did it. It's pretty sweet video though. Okay, I think we're about done for today anyway. Unless there's anything
that's-
specific you wanna.
No,
Go on.
thank you for it having me over from the former Soviet Union.
Yeah, no
I
problem.
know that the travel costs are really expensive, and
Well, we get only the
I'm
best.
really sorry that I had to just fly first class. You know, it's just I had to.
Only the best for the bus factor.
The bus factor.
Le bus factor.
The
bus
factor.
Okay, I think we're about done for this week. We should
Only
be
one
here
bus.
next week.
Only one bus.
Well, I said
red light
2,
runner.
and Hugh said 2. There's going to be more than that. Or he implied it. I can't remember what his words were.
You know, I was actually going to say 0 because I didn't think Hugh was actually going to pay attention. But
Mhm. Yeah, but
we
there
got
was
one. We got one. So good job.
Okay, well, let's finish it up for today, and we will see you next week.
Goodbye.
Bye.